Welcome back to Action Fan and welcome back to this special edition of
Collector's Diary.
Today we're going to be taking a little road trip. We're going to be going to my first ever Action Man convention, I suppose you call it, or sales. I've been to a toy fair in Birmingham NEC where they had some Action Man, but that was toys in general, and obviously these all Action Men, so I'm going to be in heaven. So, right, without further ado, let's get sorted and let's get on the road, and I'll take you guys with me. I'll see you in the car. Right, we're in the car, we're on our way to North Weald, my first ever Action Man show. Right, I'll check in a bit.
In a quarter of a mile, merge onto M1.
What are you looking for?
Bag.
I really want that. Right, I'm back from the show in North Weald, and we've spent quite a bit of money. Right, what I've got to do is I'm going to show you what I bought now. Hopefully you would have seen some video footage of the show, recognised by a few of you guys who were hopefully watching this video. I'm going to show you what I brought. I'm not going to share the prices today because I can't remember. All I'd say is if you're going to go to one of these shows, take plenty of money or take your flexible friend. I've not really been in the community for a long while, so I don't know everybody's names. Sorry if I didn't recognise you today. But the first people I bought from were Mark and George, and they are on eBay and they're sellers, and they are vintage Action Man for you. Now I'll show you their card. There you go. And I will put that up here somewhere. I brought a couple of things for them. Well, what I will say is, if you've been following my channel, you know that I like to piece Action Men together. I know some people don't do it that way. Some people like to have all original. I like to piece them together. I like the hunt. I really do enjoy that bit of it. But I got there and I was a bit overwhelmed by all the pieces. So hard to go through everything and identify what's what. And I wish I'd have took a bit more time doing that. And I will at the next one, I promise you. But what I've done is I bought a lot of complete Action Men or uniforms. Well, hopefully complete anyway. We'll look at them in a later episode when we go through, we'll read through the books and see what they were supposed to have and see if I've got all that goes with them. And if not, we'll be hunting for them. Right, let's start anyway. Straight away from Vintage Action Man for you. The first thing I brought from them was the Lifeguard. Look at that. Now, I believe he's complete, but he does look complete. There's his little pouch at the back. So there's him. He looks in great condition as far as I can see. I can't remember if this is 40th outfit. I really can't remember. And if you watch my show, you'll know I'm not that bothered if they're vintage or if they're 40th. As long as the 40th look good. Like with the 40th Action Man, obviously we all know the heads are pants, so I prefer vintage figures. If the uniform looks good enough, I'll go with that. There you go, he looks great, don't he? So let's go and put him on our table. Once again, this is vintage Action Man for you. Right, and the second thing I brought from them guys was, I believe he's called the Royal Hussar. And I believe he is complete. I can see one spur down there and one spur down there. Unfortunately, he's got a bit knocked around. But there you go. Royal Hussar, I believe. I don't know much about these guys, but we have now got him. Right, next is definitely a 40th outfit on an eagle-eyed Action Man. Looking at him, he's an original eagle-eyed Action Man with, and I believe this is the German Stormtrooper. Obviously, the 40th outfit is based on the later edition, which I haven't got. I've got the Stormtrooper, but I've got the earlier edition. But there you go. So that's fantastic. I mean, this is why I don't mind 40th outfits if they're good. This one just looks like it came out of the factory yesterday. He looks brand new. And he's on an original eagle-eyed Action Man. Well, makes it even better. There you go. Look at that. Well chuffed with him. He's going to display lovely. Next, let's move on to a couple of outfits I bought. Right, so I got what I think is the Breeches Boy set. But I'm not 100% sure because it's got the RNLI suit. Now, without looking it up, I know there was an RNLI and there was a Breeches Boy. Whether it was two different sets, I think the Breeches Boy was something you bought different. So that one's got the price on it for you, £40. A little bit more than I probably would buy on eBay, but then maybe not with the postage, and I buy bit by bit. Maybe it does have £40, so that isn't too bad. I think it's an original. I really can't tell. The RNLI Breeches Boy. I'm not sure if they were two different sets, and it's been amalgamated. I'll put that up here. We'll be revisiting these in an off-the-shelf video. Right, and secondly, which is a bit of a weird purchase for me because I've already got most of this uniform. I got a bit like kerfuffled and really wanted to search through and find this uniform because I've got the majority of it. In fact, I've got all of it really, but my trousers are slightly different to the jacket. So by buying this, I was hoping that they'll all be the same. And I've also seemed to have got the stretcher in there as well. So this is what I believe is the second edition Medic. The third edition was the all-white one, I believe. So now it looks like, if this is complete, this has got the bandages in, the splints in it, got the safety pins in it. Looks like there's one boot in there. I think there might be another hiding behind there. But there you go. So that's what I've got. That's the second edition Medic. I have got a guy made up, like I said, with a slightly different coloured trousers. We can always put that on eBay, or we can make a second. There you go. So that is the second edition Medic. The next one, I have the jacket for this and the gun already. I can now sell those couple of bits that I've got if I want to. I only bought this because I got it at a good price. The Jungle Explorer. So this came with the paperwork as well, which was a good thing. Also, we've got the boat, I believe. Now, once again, like I always tell you, I don't know these sets without looking up. I know that there was a boat involved here, whether they were two separate parts. Generally, like a lot of Action Man, you'd buy the uniform and the gun and the Action Man, and then there'd be add-ons, which made it a great toy. So this one is got the pontoon boat, the motor, but unfortunately no top. Maybe we can source a top for the motor at some stage. I believe, looking at this guy, he might be the second edition Explorer. He's an original Action Man. Actually, could be the first. You guys let me know. I don't know if this is the first or second edition. The gun, I believe, is the second edition. I believe the first gun was slightly different. This was released twice, I believe. There he is in all his glory. No fading or anything. I could be wrong. It could be a mix and match situation. Right, the boat. Now, this definitely looks like first edition. Along with that, he's got a bag, bullets. He's even got a piff helmet. He's got some crates with some supplies in. An oar. I don't know if that's the SS or is it the right or. How many times I'm going to say or. Once again, we'll check out a later date if we've got it all. Right, next I've got a German paratrooper. Can't remember what I actually paid for this, guy. It's original eagle eyes. Helmet's quite discoloured, although we've got a bit of a yellow light going on here. But the uniform itself looks great. The trousers aren't badly faded, which these ones normally are. So I am quite pleased with this guy. So there we go, he's got his scarf on as well. So German paratrooper. That's another one to add to my German collection. The same guy who sold me the Jungle Explorer also had one of these. A Polar Explorer, I believe, jacket. Or is it a mountain climber jacket? Now this one is very faded, unfortunately. And I bought it knowing that. Got it a bit cheaper than I would normally. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I'm going to have a go at re-dyeing it. You can see it's quite patchy in different colours. Now if I left that flat and put the UV light on it, could I even out the colour? I don't know. But I brought it anyway because I know these are very rare. And in good condition, these are really sought after. But I wanted to buy it. So there you go. So that's that. So there's two last things I brought. I brought separately. I brought plain Action Man, my favourite type, the ones with the flocked hair and the original type bodies. These were what I had as a child, and these, to me, these are the epitome of Action Man. And also I managed to buy this, what I think is the French Foreign Legion webbing, and the guy had a few of them. I think that was about £15, I think, or no, £12. That was £12 I paid for that and bartered for that. It's actually immaculate. He did say it wasn't 40th. He said it was new old stock. But once again, I'm not too bothered. So now that with that webbing is the start of my French Foreign Legion. Right, so that just about wraps up everything that we brought. We got a couple of good complete Action Men. Maybe a third and a fourth complete. Not 100% sure there's any more bits for them. And we've got a couple of great uniforms. I think I spent all in all about £500 now. I think we got off lightly, really. I could have spent loads more. The stuff there was amazing. That you get a sensory overload. So much that you actually want. Next time I go to a show, I'm definitely looking more into the individual bits and pieces. I'm going to take a lot longer to look through all the bits. Also, I did notice a guy had a lot of 40th stuff in boxes. I might buy myself something there. Something I did miss out was, is it a Spartan personnel carrier? I see a guy next to me, he got that for £130. Boxed, almost like new. I did notice one of the reflective lights at the front was missing. I don't know if he noticed that, but he got that for £130. It was like the kid had never really played with it. It was lovely. Would have been great. But I don't know about you, but I've got limited space here. I've got vehicles and I want vehicles, but it's really hard to display them. So, but we must move on to the vehicles at some stage. Right, so here they are. Is everything we brought at North Weald, down there near Epping. Fantastic show, fantastic people. It was nice to meet 4, 5, 6 of you who recognised me there. It was really great. So all that's left to do is give you a close-up look at what we brought, and I'll see you in the next exciting episode.